Welcome to my craft area. I'm Anna Hellman and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Let's look at today's project. I've been working on cards for my team challenge for my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator team. We've been doing a monthly team challenge and it's a lot of fun to see what everyone comes up with for this. So I want to thank my team member Tanya Swink, who has been sharing the challenge for the month, and this is what I've created as a result of her inspiration and what the challenge was. So this month's challenge was another card sketch. Last month's challenge was as well. So she gave us the measurements for the pieces to use, and of course we can change it up as much as we want, but I decided to stick with exactly her card sketch, her card design, and then I chose what papers to use and what stamps to use. So for all of these cards, I used the Hippo Happiness stamp set, which is really cute. I thought these little animals would be a lot of fun on the little square panels. So I used the hippos, the unicorns, and the little sheep, and the cute sayings, of course. And for the one we're going to make in this video, I am actually going to switch it up and use a different set so you can see what this card design might look like with a different stamp set and some different paper. So for the one I'm making now, I'm actually going to use the Butterfly Gala stamp set and the Duet Butterfly Punch. This is a beautiful set that we have had for quite a while now, but I haven't got it out and used it for a video lately, so I thought this would be a really nice one. Thought the butterfly is a nice size to fit on that little square panel. So I'll give you the measurements for this card design. We need our card base, which measures 5.5 by 8.5. Fold that in half. A piece for the card front, which most of mine that I used, the samples I just showed you, were just cardstock. For this one, I decided to use some designer paper. Measures 4 by 5.25. Another piece that measures 2 by 5.25. And then you need your 2 squares, which you will stamp on, that measure 2 inches by 2 inches. And then 2 pieces that you will use to mat the squares. They measure 2 1/4 inches on each side. So first, let's prepare these white panel pieces. And I've decided to switch this up in a couple of ways this time. I am actually, for one of these, I'm actually going to pop up a punch on the front of it. And then for the other one, I will actually stamp directly onto it. So since I'm going to be punching, I do need a little bit of extra cardstock. And if you look at this stamp, you will notice that they are attached together. So we are going to use this as intended this first time. And then here in a little bit, I'll show you a little trick if you only want to stamp one of them, how you can do that. So for the ones I'm going to punch out, I want to stamp the outline of the butterfly with pretty peacock ink. And now I am going to fill them in with some mint macaron. And the stamps are separated to fill in the wings, so you could fill in the top and bottom with different colors if you wanted to. I am just going to stick with one color. So we'll do the mint there. Now I'll get the stamp for the little butterfly to fill it in. And now we are ready to punch this out. So as you may have noticed, the punch is designed so that the 2 butterflies are evenly spaced perfectly to stamp them together and then punch them out together. And if you want a little body on your butterfly, you can add that in. So I'll get that stamp here and stamp that with some pretty peacock. You can stamp that ahead of time if you want. A lot of times I like to stamp it afterwards just so that I get the spacing right, since I'm not sure how much of the body should be above or below the wings. And, oh, let's stamp the little body on the little butterfly. We don't want to forget it. So there is a separate stamp for that little body, that little butterfly body. So my plan is to pop these up and attach them to this panel somehow. Now for this panel, I decided I wanted to stamp the butterfly in the background and then stamp a greeting over top. So I want to keep the butterfly really light this time, and I only want one of them. I only want this big one. So what I'm going to do is get a little bit of Scotch tape, and I am going to cover up the small butterfly. I want to make sure I have all of that covered. Okay, we'll cover that up. Now, this one I'm going to stamp with that mint macaroon color. Ink it up. Now remove this tape and get rid of it. We do not need that. That just makes sure we didn't have any ink on that little butterfly. Now I can stamp however I want to here. And look, we just got the big butterfly. Isn't that handy? So if there's ever part of a stamp that you don't want to stamp, like words, greeting stamps are one that this may be the case for a lot of times. That is a great way to just get the part that you want. Now I am going to stamp the greeting with peacock, pretty peacock. And I think I'll stamp it down here. Hello, beautiful. So now our two panel pieces are ready. I did get a piece for the inside as well, and let's stamp it as well. So for this one, I think I'll do exactly the same thing as I did just a second ago with the tape. Cover up the little butterfly, and we will just stamp the big one. Get rid of that tape. And we'll stamp down here. And I have another greeting. I've always loved the greetings in this set. I like the words. I like the font that they used. Thank you so very much. So now we are ready to assemble. Go ahead and put this piece on the inside. Now is the fun part. All of these pretty pieces we prepared for the outside. So we'll put this designer paper on first. This is from the Fine Art Floral designer paper pack. This one is as well. I believe this was the same print, but this is just the back side of it. So I played around with on my other ones. You can put this on the right side, the left side, wherever you like. I really like these pink flowers over here, so I'm going to put it on the left side just so that I can see those. Now I will attach the two white panels to the terracotta tile pieces. And we can decide where to put these. So I do like the offset look. Some of them I actually overlapped a little bit. I think I may overlap these. And then we will put those punched out butterflies right on top. You can pop these up if you like. I did pop up some of the ones on my other cards. And now we will use some dimensionals. We'll put one large dimensional in the center here and one small dimensional on the little butterfly. So let's see where we want these to be. I think I like that. Do I? I'm changing my mind. We'll go with that. I didn't like the two big butterflies facing the same way. We'll go with this. I like that a lot better. There you go. And then anytime I put on butterflies, I always like to attach them in the center so that I can curl the wings upward. So there is one example. Here I had lots of others. You can go back to the beginning and look at all of those if you like, or click in the video description and be taken to my website where I'll have pictures of all of these. So thanks for joining in today. I hope this is a card design that you can use in your stamping. Thanks so much for joining in today. For more information and links to the products used today, click in the video description box down below to visit my website. Make sure you also click down below to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell to receive notifications when I share new videos. I truly appreciate you being here, as well as every like, share, and comment that I receive. I'll see you again next time when I'll be back helping you to hand make with love.